Yeah, well, I'm always going to say, right, that meaningful context is so important. And so whenever possible, whether it's, we talked about words being encountered through talk and through text. And so, whenever you can have it be centered around a text or within your science or social studies or those kinds of contexts, that's really, really important. But if you're making use of a resource where kids are maybe working with some pages or some things like that, like you can still you can still build in opportunities for students to use some of these talk moves. So particularly thinking about the moves that elicit students' responses in various ways, where they get to share what they're thinking and make connections and talk with one another and share out those ideas, are going to be ways that they can still meet the goal of working with those words, with synonyms and all those kinds of things, but pulling it off the page a little bit more and having building in some discussion as part of the practice that they're doing will be more engaging.
I love that idea. That's a really thoughtful response. And especially when, in so many cases, we're presenting students with so many words at once. I think even being able to implement some of those talk moves with even half of the list per se can make it that much more exciting and less dry, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. And like maybe looking across, the week or several weeks and looking to see what connections you can make, right? We talked about those like building those knowledge networks or those networks of words and that interrelatedness. And so if the words aren't all meaningfully grouped based on a text or science or social studies or whatever, right? Can you help kids make those meaningful connections across the words that they've been working with? And so maybe that's something you add to the practice that they're working with.